everyone. We'll go ahead and get started with the morning briefing. Pam listed Plan Section Chief of T4. If you could turn off your radios, cell phones, any electronic devices, I'd appreciate it, and limit the side conversations. Get an update on the situation from Operations Chief Jeff Brand.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, we're still plugging away at our priority fires. We're still looking down here at the Ore Series is our number 1, and number 2 is down here, number 3, Red Mountain, and out here on the coastal area is number 4. That does not mean that the other fires are not being addressed. We are out there still engaged in the other smaller fires. We want to get those buttoned up. We have some activity now occurring out here in Branch 1 area that's we're addressing the Pork Fire, the Travis Fire. We're starting to engage significantly out there. We also are now not out of the woods. We're still need to get out there. And those fires that we contained early on, we need to mop up. Our mop-up criteria is 100 feet in. And then we're going to start working interior. Some of these fires are ground litter fires. So there's a potential for reburn as things heat up and we get some wind on it. We've witnessed a lot of benign fire activity. So I want you to be situationally aware that these fires can get up at any given time and catch us off guard. Thank you very much.
Weather Incident Meteorologist Chris Jordan.
Morning, everyone. Well, the short story is not too much change over what's been happening the last few days, but there is a lot more to it. We've got the southwest flow aloft over us, and there is a weak disturbance passing well to our north. You could call it a cold front, but it's not a significant watch-out situation type cold front. I'm not expecting any significant wind shifts or anything like that. But what it is going to do is it's going to slowly strengthen our onshore push. This morning the fog bank pulled back a bit, so the marine branches aren't in the fog bank, but as that disturbance goes by the north, it's going to slowly push it inland. But what it's also going to do is the southwest winds that we've been getting each afternoon have been kind of localized. Well, today they're going to be a little bit more widespread, so wind is going to be a bit more of a concern today. I expect southwest winds to pick up around 1,200 or so. Mainly around 10 miles an hour with gusts to 20. Some of the more windy locations could see gusts as high as 24 miles an hour. I'm talking mainly Branch 1, Branch 2 in there, and up on ridges. So we are going to test this thing. And when the onshore push comes in, it's going to be critical. I'm not expecting it until about after 1,400, probably more like 1,600, maybe even 1,800. So with the winds, popping up during peak heating, it'll be the lowest humidities of the day. There is going to be a 2-hour window there where it's going to be pretty critical, and I'm talking 1,400 to 1,600, something like that. So we are going to kind of slowly weather test this thing. As the onshore push comes on, it'll bring much higher RHs to the entire fire area, and we'll see really good humidity recoveries today or tonight, and fog back along the western branches. Thank you.
Fire Behavior, Bill Baxter.
Good morning. I'm going to briefly summarize some of the things in my narrative. I encourage you all to read it. Basically today, the inversion is going to be dominating these western branches, or the western half of the fires here. I don't expect very much significant activity. However, we did get some activity out from Hardy yesterday, especially along the top of the ridges. The RHs along the top of the ridges are much higher today. So once again, I don't expect a lot of activity. However, my concern is for east of Highway 101. And once again, I want to reiterate what Chris talked about against that transition period. We're going to have warm, dry air over here, and when those winds pick up, if they pick up around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we have very clear air, very clear skies. And so those aspects are southwest and south aspects are going to have the maximum fuel temperatures, the lowest fuel moistures when that wind comes by. And so that's a time that where everyone needs to be really heads up when those winds are picking up, especially on the aspects with the highest fuel temperatures. Also, what we're going to see is we have a lot of interior islands that have not burnt. We are going to see those pick up today. Those interior islands are going to start to pick up, and that's something we need to be paying attention to, especially since the probability of ignition is right around 70%. So the potential for spotting will be there this afternoon. Last but not least, once again, it's mostly fuel slope driven. I expect the fires to have could make runs atop the ridges. However, once it gets atop the ridges, there won't be a slow backing fire on the back side of it. My concern out here is some of this ground here is really steep, and so we have some pretty good potential for rolling material. We will be seeing the winds will mostly be like hooking actions along the flanks going up the top of the ridges. So if you don't have a good anchor at the bottom, you may have some issues. That's about it. Have a safe day.
You branch 3 roll call. Safety, Lou Cicchetti.
Good morning. Some safety issues. Poison oak remains a concern out in the line. For those of you out of state that might not be familiar with it, I think any of the local resources could point it out to you. We'll try to get some pictures in tomorrow's IAP. Causes a severe rash in some people, and others it won't have any effect at all. We do have a DMAT, disaster assistance team at Boonville, and we can get shots. We can make shots available for those people who have a severe reaction. Another issue that came to light the other day was we had 2 vehicles that were stuck on a road, and one very nearly went off the road because they were on a road, they were using a GPS to navigate, and all those units, the Trimbles, Garmins, Magellans, they'll show roads which were in existence and used at one time, but they're no longer in use. They were abandoned, and now they're washed out and they're dangerous to travel on. So if you're not aware of where you're going, if it's not a road that's got a track already on it or has been recently bladed off and designated for use as a fire line or fire line access, stay off it, or at least scout it out on foot if you have to go out there, because that could be dangerous. Okay, thank you. And also, keep in mind the weather's warming up. Stay hydrated. Thanks.
Air operations.
We're still keeping our helicopters busy. They're still operating and timing out every day. We do have one Type 3 recon helicopter that will be down for routine maintenance. Currently, as we speak, we are conducting a crew shuttle at Branch 1, which is going to commit a couple of the Type 2 helicopters. Thank you.
Communications, Alan Knopf.
In Branch 3, your fire, NIFC Command 1, Tone 1 is your tactical repeater radio. We're having a little issue with it. We have the radio checks going out right now to fix it. So we'll be testing it early, so it may not work real well this morning. Just information.
There is a statement in the IAP about archaeological resources out there, so please look at that. And it's on page 38, make reference, and if you see something, let us know. We do have an archaeologist assigned to this incident, and there's a fire suppression repair form. If you have anything that you can inventory for us, get that to your FOBs or your branch, and we'll take that data as we're hoping to get to that stage pretty soon, but obviously it's still a long ways away. Incident commanders aren't able to make it this morning, but they wish to express their gratitude for your hard work and staying safe out there. For Branch 3, you'll have your briefing after this is over right up here at the map, and if there's any unassigned resources, please come over here over to John. Thank you and have a good day.